Falcon is the finally seen after 3 weeks of you being MIA.
Why was I MIA? I gotta come up with a great story here. I gotta fix the voice number 2. Hello. Yes.
Well, let me fill you in since you've been, again, MIA. There's an operation that's been happening for a very long time.
Yes.
These two gentlemen, Round and Diego, is gonna fill this entire room and have a recap of what's been happening. Whiskey, I need you to listen in as well, because next week you may be helping out Falcon with his operation he needs to do. Understood?
Understood.
Hey, fun. Brandon, Diego, what is it for everybody from start to finish? The entire operation has been happening over the last month.
No way. Diego, you want me to start off? You want to start off, or you want to do it?
Why don't you start off with the stuff you did before we linked up?
So I got asked to look into a gentleman by the name of Roman Gray. Tried to find out any information I could on this guy. I looked high and low. There was nothing. This guy was a ghost. Come to find out, he goes by a different name of Ryan Gibson. So trying to figure out any information for this guy was pretty tough, but you know, I was smart about it, and I remembered that there was somebody who worked at the bank. So I figured maybe we could find some records if this guy had some kind of life. Turns out after snatching this guy up at the bank named Robert, he had a lot of information on this guy, all of his past history throughout Los Santos, his transactions and all of this. In those transactions, we combed through them, and we saw some things that were abnormal. Large blocks of certain transactions that stuck out like a sore thumb. Segments of visiting Sionis like crazy, Rooster's Rest, Autos, meeting with certain people that raised my eyebrow, like Victor Blackwell, Ian, what's his last name?
Crawford?
Yeah, Ian Crawford, Delta One or Jake Forrest, plus reoccurring payments of a property under Wolves International.
Yeah, we know about this.
You can go from here.
So, as we were combing through all of these transactions, I was able to kind of put together a heat map so we could understand where the spending is happening. We investigated a few different options for buildings as to where this Wolf property could have been. Then we were able to get in contact with someone that works for Wolf International. From there, we had the, I guess it was a pleasure going on a homes tour to look at different homes. There was one that kind of sparked our attention. We decided to make a plan to go investigate that property. We were not able to get inside. However, I was able to steal an inspection log from the Wolf worker. From there, we looked through the inspection logs, and in this property, there is quite a bit of interesting things that were noted. A lot of unusual protections that one might have, and a lot of nuanced rules for the lease. And so that is kind of where we're at with where he's been staying. There's been mention of something in the basement in this house that we need to figure out what is inside.
I also missed one important detail. While we were interviewing the guy at the bank to get these documents, he said, "Why is everybody so interested in this Ryan guy? You're the second person this week to try to get these records." Apparently, there is somebody else who is trying to gather this information, as well as the police are involved at this point too, the marshals. We kidnapped Robert again and tried to see if we could get any information on the people who are looking into this. And we know that it's a female with a, did he mention her accent? Long blonde hair,
The scar on the throat.
Yeah, but this big scar on the neck and I think some kind of accent too. I can't remember. A Valley girl, I believe.
Let me
Yeah,
pause you right there. Falcon, Whiskey. There's an unknown entity who is apparently following the same exact trail. Whiskey and Falcon, as you both know, there was something inside, potentially, in that fucking house. You cannot have anybody enter before us. So, Diego, one of these people you thought could be the one that approached David.
Well, the people that I think it is I think that it's Eliza Solano and CJ, Charlie Jones. Both of them have a scar on the neck, and both of them have a penchant for investigating the faceless. Obviously, I was once very close with Eliza in Epsilon.
That's the fuck up on their part,
And I know what we used to spend a lot of our time
You
doing.
gotta hide them scars,
Since then,
man.
we have reason to believe that they were also the ones who detonated a bomb at the Epsilon Center. And I know that they're very close. And they both have a thirst for knowledge and a watchful eye.
People in City of Millions, guys. Yes, that's true, but look at the character. Like, he knows Eliza, he knows CJ, he's interacted with them, he knows what they're up to. Like, what are you guys talking about? There's so much history there. They come to that conclusion.
When it comes to the faceless, what does that we act on, no matter what?
Certainty.
Like, now, if Diego was a random that didn't know them and was like, oh, I think it's them, and yeah, it could be like, what the fuck? But there's history with these characters, man.
We need to be able to understand how many people in this city have a similar cut. I'm not saying you're wrong, Diego. That's going to be Falcon's job. One of his jobs. Falcon, you need to find out who this other entity is. Apparently, somebody with a scar on their neck has been asking.
Correct. I do believe it is Charlie Jones and Eliza.
Well, Diego, if white people think it is, and you think it is, well, that certainty word, well, interesting, Falcon, why do you say this? Because of your, actually, Falcon, what have you been doing the last 3 weeks?
Well, the first week I was unfortunately out of commission. But the last 2 weeks I've been doing a lot of recon on known individual Languda in New Babylon. Upon my recon, I've been tailing Charlie Jones and Eliza in and out of New Babylon. They have some sort of rules they go by down there where they drive very specific vehicles and wear very specific clothing, but when these two were leaving the area, I've seen them in blacked out clothing and blacked out vehicles. I thought that was very strange, knowing that the rest of these people that live in this trailer park do not operate on these standards. I've tailed them back and forth from Polito. I've tailed them back and forth from the city, specifically Rooster's Rest, a few times. I've been trying to get close to figure out what they are doing. So close that I'm trying to actually infiltrate New Babylon under a different identity. And that is where I've been.
You hear that, Brandon? That's what separates you from my people.
Charlie, you won't fucking lie. These guys are fucking good.
Also, Charlie, I do have a few people that have infiltrated Babylon as well. So,
You know, while we're on this topic, actually, sorry, Diego, to cut you off.
No, of course.
It just came to my attention. While we're on this Babylon topic, I was approached by somebody in Babylon the other day.
What?
Somebody texted my phone and said they wanted to meet. That person came to the echelon and goes by the name of, well, he told me to call him Mr. D for some odd reason. You know of this person, Diego?
Mr. D? No, I do not.
Interesting. So this person is in New Babylon. I asked him why. Why are you trying to feed intel to me? What is your passion? What is your hunger? What is making you fucking do this? Because we're not stupid, Brandon. We all know that we operate 10 steps ahead. We all know about that keyword, deception. That's what we thrive in. This man could be lying, playing two sides like Edgar did. I asked him and he said, I don't like being used by Lang and they call them the Lord Dukes or some peasant bullshit like that. So, it's quite funny. There's like a lot of people in New Babylon are insiders. By the way, this information I just said stays in this room. Is that clear, everybody?
Of course.
What the fuck? Am I being fucked with?
Diego, carry on though. You were saying something.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I've got a few people that are inside Babylon as well. People that I trust, people that are close to Eliza and CJ. Because I know how paranoid they can get, especially Eliza. And it would be really interesting to hopefully one day compare notes with Falcon about what he's discovered and what my people have.
I want to say some Chad shit, but I don't know like
Now
what
good, I want you to send your work through the network whenever you can. And I'll have a sit down with Diego. So here's the thing. Let's say it is CJ. The one that's been asking questions of David. The one that's been all around these wolves people. The question is, how the fuck did they even know in the first place? Because Roman Gray is a ghost. We learned that intel from that FIB, the one that Falcon actually apprehended.
It's the one where he took down 9 people single-handedly by himself. I heard stories about you.
Like I said, Brandon, what separates you and my people, or you can fucking see it. Don't forget the reason why you were successful the other day when you stole 100 silencers from Dogstone was because of whiskey.
I know.
And his plan. Again,
It's a great idea, by the way,
use their
whiskey.
brain, Brandon. My people use their fucking brain. Anyway. You both haven't discussed the big thing. Yes, we have this unknown entity. Presumably CJ. But who else is a part of this fucking race, you could say?
Brian Knight and the Marshals.
What the hell? Who is that?
We're good. What's going on?
What's this guy doing out? What are you doing out there, boy?
Patrolling.
Patrolling? Who set you on patrol? Who put you on patrol?
I was with Bobby. I was showing the ropes of. What? What's going on?
Answer the question, boy. Who put you on patrol, motherfucker?
I was patrolling with Bobby. Showing the ropes.
Showing him the ropes of what?
Luciano told me to told Bobby to who like follow me, and I show him everything about militia. And I was talking to
You're
him.
putting Bazin in charge of training people?
No. It's not what he's saying.
This is
He's
funny to
saying-
you?
I'm not laughing. Bobby is to shadow all militia members. It could be anybody that's available at the current time. Yes, it includes Bazin, includes Sid, Bjorn, anybody that's available.
Okay, but he's saying that you directly told him to do this. Did you directly tell him to do this or not?
I told all militia members to do it, yes.
Mind your business, Bazin. I want to kill him. This is weird. This is sus as fuck, dude. It's so sus. Where's he going? Like, who's patrolling 2 minutes before a town hall meeting? That doesn't make any sense to me. Very weird, very weird, very weird, very weird, very
Jimmy, sit
weird.
down. I'll talk to you
Yeah, I'm
after.
paranoid. I don't give a shit.